Hey, traders. Happy Sunday to you. Thanks for being here, because you could be doing anything, right? And what are you doing here on Sunday? Well, if you care about crypto and Bitcoin, I mean, this is, less than 2 hours to the weekly candle close. It will be if all stays the same in the next 2 hour period, it will be the second highest candle close of all time, just below the highest of all time, which was last week, October 17th, 2021. We'll never forget it. So you gotta kind of love. It wasn't looking too hot until it kind of started, engulfed earlier on the last 4 hour candle and started rallying and ran up to test 61,250 and pulled back some. But you're just getting an indecision candle right here, which is really good. I mean, we just had kind of like 3 white soldiers somehow, right? 3 weeks in a row of higher highs, and you stalled this week just so we can, right? What have you really done? What have you really done, chat, on the weekly?
Hey Mitch,
it's unreal.
60k feels like 40k. I don't know if that makes sense, but there is so much demand below, it seems like. Enjoy your day.
Yeah, man. I mean, the on-chain analytics is absurd. It's so ridiculous, and it's like, if it's really real, if that's really going on, I don't know how you can't go higher soon. Right? Like, the long-term holders just stacking stupid levels. I mean, you have the liquid supply is dwindling on exchanges, lowest levels since I think 2017 now, and it's very real. On-chain analytics is kind of like your only type of fundamentals you can do on crypto in ways, right? There's macros, money printer go burr, Federal Reserve, and all that. But okay, so anyway, thanks for the threes. What is really happening on the weekly? Bitcoin is back testing. Yes, back testing the old highest high of all time as support. So you broke out of that, right? That level from April 5th last week, and now we're successfully back testing that level as support. That's unreal good.
Hex, please, RD.
Hey, 280 traffic, man. What's up? Thanks for 55. Yeah, we'll look at Hex, dude. Hex, hey, how did the butterfly fare? I've been gone all weekend doing stuff, Went to the Alabama-Tennessee game to curb stomp Tennessee. It was kind of not really that great until the end, and then we did do that. So, cigars. I didn't have a cigar, but I bummed one off somebody. So I got to, do the puff and all that. It was really, really cloudy inside the stadium because of all the cigar smoke. Anyway, that could be because, that could be my voice sounds like this too because of that.
Over what $CLF is doing. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks.
What's up, Pat M? Thanks for the $20.33 super chat. Yo, we'll look at CLO. Sure, dude. Who's this guy think he is? Do in real life. I know, dude. It's crazy. So, do you understand, chat? Like, we're about to be successfully, like, this is like a form of stronger confirmation than last week. Last week was really good because, hey, we had the breakout, the highest high ever on a close. But now we're getting that second strongest form. And what will be the most powerful form of confirmation? That if it closes like this, next week, it's go time. It's gone. We're going to 75K. That'd be the bullish engulfing candle, right? The break, the hook, the go. And if you understand what the oscillators look like, the oscillators are screaming that is a very real possibility on the weekly.
I almost forgot to say, that Instagram story you hopping on a jet was very motivational to see. Hope one day I can do the same, hopping on a jet to eat dinner.
Thanks, Reddit. Well, I mean, look, dude, it's not like, oh, I did all these things, but, I think because of certain things I do, I got connected to different people in different places in their life, and it's been a dream. And, like, I don't know, you talk about, like, life and stuff, and the higher you get in certain aspects, the harder it is to connect with other people, right? And then you find other people that have accomplished what you've accomplished and maybe like way more, and then it's easier to talk to those people. And so private jet, that's just like a friend, like a newer friend I met like way earlier this year, and it's just, he's amazing. So anyway, shout out to Buddy. Some of y'all know Buddy. Y'all met him down in Miami, right? He went with me to the Bitcoin meetup. Anyway, so unreal, really good on the weekly, man. That's all I can tell. Look, I was talking about the oscillators before that tip came in. Look, you understand, positive momentum's building, right? Highest level of positive momentum you've seen since March, and it keeps going, and it could keep going. How do we know that? Look where we are, what we're doing with the confirmation of the breakout, but also the RSI is unbelievably bullish. You're talking 65.5 on the RSI, bullish control zone, anything above 60, overbought above 70. You're not overbought. You're not in neutral zone. You're in bullish control zone. And this is stage is set. I mean, literally the stage is set for unreal run to much higher prices over the next like month and a half. Yeah.
Thoughts on cup and handle on that weekly neckline?
Cup with handle, man? I mean, whatever. Cup with handle or bullish 5-0. And the neckline would be the down sloping resistance, right? And we're going to go to... So that's Bitcoin on the weekly, all right? We just had to spend some time here because it's like, when in Rome, what is Rome? Less than 2 hours from a weekly candle close. That's Rome for talking about the weekly so much, okay, chat? So get wrecked and be in Rome with me. All right, we'll go daily. Daily minor pullbacks. I mean, everything's good above 58 or 57.5, chat, on the daily. You got to understand that. Like, that's like the major congestion area. That's where so much support resistance is. Like, that's it. You understand right here. The path of least resistance, chat, is up, way up. Path of most resistance is down, right around where we are and lower. There's so much support now. Like, you go down to 51K, still going to be support down there. I mean, lots of it. And then like 48K. There's just, you've built, this is what happens when you do this consolidation way back, beginning of the year, and you rally, and then you break through most of it, and then you start back testing it. That's like, thank God all that happened last year. So good for technicals. We're above all the crazy chop. Most of it anyway. All right, we're almost there. 113% retrace is 70K. I think that's probably where it's headed to. Just for a daily complex wave structure, you blast it through the 886 like nothing. The minimum criteria of the PCZ of the shark and the maximum criteria is 70K. I think that's probably where you'd be headed next before any kind of reaction occurred. Or maybe it comes back down to test 62K or maybe 58.5 again. Heck, man, I'm bullish 5.0, but I think the on-chain analytics are screaming. There's just, how can this asset, if it breaks into price discovery, how could it lose 50% of its value? Like for a bullish 5, I just don't know how it could, especially with the weekly. The weekly argument is, I didn't even talk about it, but we talk about it every time I'm there. It is that ABCD, where the pattern completion zone of the ABCD would be 87.8, let's just say 88K because of the 8/8, right? The luck. So this is eventually where we could be. And it might be faster than you think. Just, that's what happens, man. The sideliners are the ones that get completely left behind and punished for thinking, oh, let's just wait for it to pull back to 57.5 right now. Let's just wait, chat. Okay. You could be waiting a long time. And I don't know if you want to be going long next time it goes back there, if it does, right? Because it could be like way correcting, crashing or something after a crazy run. Okay. Shark's way past the 224 on the A to C leg. Yeah, right. 322. So yeah, it's because it's really shallow here. Yeah. Again, like I think the weekly ABCD is where eventually this is all going to end up. Okay, so that's just me. I get it. This is here. It's real. But what happens if you have true supply shock ongoing, and the bears are trying? They're doing everything they can, and like this is it. That was it. Bearish and golden candle and just hanging out above all major critical resistance points pretty much. Okay, go to 4 hour, I guess. What is 4 hour doing? 4 hours back testing something. 61, I think it's the candle high close. Put on my other chart. What is this? It's back testing something. I think it's back testing the daily candle high close from March 13th. Yeah. But like, yeah, look at all this consolidation. Look at all, you're above all of it except a couple peaks. I think that's so good, man. It's just nice. All right, but it's not even like, okay, yeah, Bitcoin's doing good stuff and probably will rally and go to much higher levels. I mean, sure. I mean, there still is like it's kind of a dead argument now, I think, if you're being technical. Yeah, because it made a lower low than the previous low. But you were sure as heck really close to making some Class C hidden bullish divergence, but it's invalid now. That's okay. But yeah, you're back above 60,376. You're losing negative momentum. You haven't seen any positive Momo since, in 3 days, right? And the oscillators aren't really helping you that much on the 4 hour.
Was gonna get your thoughts on AKT/USDT on AscendX. Thanks, Browski.
What's up, Jared, dude? Remember, it's 20 United States dollars, not 20 Monopoly dollars. Thank you, dude. Not to be mean. But, doesn't Canadian dollar literally looks like Monopoly money, so it's not to be disparaging. Hey, US dollar looks more and more like toilet paper every day, so whatever, All right, so let's look at Bitcoin, Ethereum. Did we look at Ethereum? Not even yet, maybe? Maybe we did. Okay, this is very good. All right, we got to look at Ethereum. I know a lot of stuff here. Just relax. Okay, you got these fib extensions, you got all this stuff. This was for the trade and all that. And look, you got this ascending, broadening wedge, but you also have a demand line, a local demand line, right? Acceleration of accumulation, kind of, right? Where it's unable to reach this bottom trend line again. Okay, nice. But look where you are. You're above the high from September, early September. Good. What are you doing at this demand line? This is really subtle stuff, but these are very small clues up to what could be coming next. This asset sold off. Yeah, it even back tested the old resistance as resistance again. But look what's happened, right? You held the old September level as support. You bounced, you sold off, and look what you're doing. You just bullishly engulfed. You have a discernible peak that gives you 2 discernible valleys, and you're making this possible higher low confirmation low off a demand line and a horizontal line resistance. Like, extremely bullish behavior. Even if it fails, this is really good stuff, man. Look what happened last time you did it, just recently. Like, this was actually something that happened. Look, man, you got the one valley and then the rally, the rally, and then another valley, and then another rally, right? And then what else happened? Look here, listen, my God, get Wings of Redemption in here to start raging out, because make sure y'all are paying attention. Look, man, like, one bottom, rally, second bottom. You rally. One bottom, second bottom, rally. One bottom, second bottom, rally. 2 all-time highs and beyond. Yeah, okay. Understand, this is very good development possibly on the 4 hour occurring. And you even have just a little bit, just a smidge of hidden bullish divergence developing on that slightly higher low. So you have a small slight edge right now on Ethereum on the 4 hour that is implying a continuation to the upside next. That's it. Losing your negative momentum. Great. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. And if you're gonna rally, really, you're probably gonna go test the all-time highs again, or not again, because you were $10 away from actually testing all-time highs on October 21st. I think that's probably where you're headed. But after that, man, I think 5K in time. Yeah, in time, man. But why? Look at the weekly, or let's look at the daily first. The daily. Sorry, this shouldn't even be visible. None of this. Gonna take a second, just relax, man. Drink your tea or your coffee. That's what I'm doing. I had my first mocha tea ever today. It was not bad, and gave me some energy. Didn't get me like jacked like Irwin Coffee does, but it was still good. Just try it out. I read about it. It's really healthy. It's like so good for you. All right, anyway, so here's the daily on Ethereum. Doing the same thing we talked about in the 4 hour, back testing old resistance as support. Bullish engulfing candle yesterday was confirmed. Dang, man, that really strengthens the argument for the 4 hour right now, right? 4 hour looks really good and primed, and then the daily engulfed yesterday above critical resistance points. I feel like a Philadelphia lawyer right now, okay? Oh, dude, the hex demand is high, but we're still on Ethereum and Bitcoin in total, right? We're still on that preliminary part of the stream. Make sure everyone here has clarity, right, of what's going on with the largest assets in the space. That's kind of how we always start it. Yeah, hex. Heck, man, we could probably do hex next. Now it's like a 75-55 amount of contribution for hex. A lot of demand on hex, chat. You hear that? So anyway, you back tested your old, more local level as support, but you're sandwiched between the old all-time high from May. The 4 hour is implying this is about to get broken. or at least the top's going to get tested again. You break it, price discovery occurs, and how do we Fib extension here from the all-time high to the correction low from this summer? And here you go. Your first target Fibonacci extension would be 5,100, but I'm just saying 5,000 because psychological resistance, that's a huge number. You remember the last time Bitcoin for the first time tested and broke 5K, it went to 20K in like 5 days or something stupid. So really, really fast. What was it, man? Oh, maybe it was a few weeks. Let me actually, I keep forgetting like what that stat was on Bitcoin when it broke 5K for the first time. How long did it take again? I'm trying to remember. I was wrong there, I think. 5K. So first time it tested, no, it didn't even test 5K. We're going back to 2017. All right, when it broke 5K for the first time ever, it blasted through it like it was a joke. All right, that fateful day, the date of October 12th, 2017. So it was I think it was 3 weeks or something. Let's see. Hold on. Let me just measure it real quick. All right, calm down. Where's 5K? Gosh dang it.
Weekly cup and handle target is
Oh, here it is.
6K.
Here it is. Okay, this candle. So it was okay. It was dang man, I thought it was shorter than that, right? All right, the first when Bitcoin broke $5,000, it only took less than 2 months for it to hit $20,000. So you got to wonder if Ethereum is this fractal that is one cycle behind Bitcoin. Would it take just less than 2 months to see all $20,000 if it's going to do the same? I don't know. That's what price discovery is. Hey, it's the corn moon last year. Sorry. All right, so back to Ethereum real quick so we can look at the weekly because I haven't even gotten there yet, man. Peter, thanks, dude. Oh, dude, I mean, all bets are off when you break all-time highs. I mean, I think 5K easy, but I don't know. Like above that, it's crazy. So this is what's really important. This is like a big reason why being live today is so important from me to you. Okay, so you can Bitcoin. We saw back test. It's a little ahead of Bitcoin or of Ethereum. It's like 1 week ahead. Okay, Ethereum this week is doing what Bitcoin did last week, where it's going to get the highest weekly candle close of all time in 1 hour and 33 minutes. I mean, something really bad would have to happen for it to not be that. Okay, so we are getting a confirmed breakout. All-time high breakout on Ethereum. Forget the wick, man. It's not that big a deal. The biggest deal is where traders actually settle up. So what else is happening? Your positive momentum is beginning to build again. After getting almost to neutral, starts building. That's what happens. I mean, like a lot of times on the MACD histogram, it's not like, oh, it's about to switch bearish. It does a lot. It switched to the red, the negative side. But sometimes what the MACD histogram will do, it'll go back to neutral, and instead of going negative, it will begin to build again. All right, so it's almost like an inflection point for momentum where it could do two things. It could go negative and start building a negative island, or it could begin building positive Momo again, momentum. All right, another really good thing I think is like, hey, all this bearish divergence, class B bearish divergence is real, but now you have an RSI trend line being broken. I mean, like from this side to this side, you're breaking out. You are at, it's unreal, 65, just like Bitcoin on the weekly, bullish control zone. The stage is set for extremely higher prices in the coming weeks. Just based on the technicals, it could fail. El Salvador, oh my God, I think it's just we're finally back to where everything is the same almost as it was like right before El Salvador news, that it actually happened and so the event occurred. So I think we're just back. Dang, mod check? The heck? Get wrecked, mods. Okay, so that's like, hey, all right, I'm watching the stream today. Oh, I didn't know that, or I know that, and that's really cool. This is extremely good stuff. So maybe, it won't happen, but if it's going to do what Bitcoin did next week, it will back test 3930 as support before, holding and then going much higher. So I think this is potentially, with what Bitcoin's doing and kind of what Ethereum's doing, this week could be unreal. This could be the week that things happen, the magic happens. The last week of October. And it would crescendo with a Halloween stream that will blow your mind. It will blow your hair back, okay? You don't want to miss that. Because the money printer gonna go burr. All right, so those are your two big ones. Let's go to total real quick, right? We always look at the aggregate of all crypto.
I like turtle.
Also, so we can play the sound clip. Yeah, that's our favorite thing. This one is still well above the old highest candle close of all time, and even the high from September 6th. This is doing really well. I mean, the target eventually is $3 trillion market cap, 2.97, whatever, round it up, round it down. Then 3.17, then the 1.618 is 3.47 trillion. You could imagine Bitcoin, Ethereum going to price discovery, easy getting to these levels. But it's not just even about Bitcoin and Ethereum, because my God, some of these altcoins, chat, look so primed to go much higher.
Ghost of Armando Paredes tipped $25. If you take a look, you will see, on the chart in front of thee, an opportunity awaits for all to see. Feast your eyes on ADA/BTC.
Dang, dude. Is it Poetry Hour? Poetry Hour in the crypto space? In the TA space? All right, man. It'll be on the list, dude. Thank you, Ghost of Armando Paredes. Thank you, dude. Or should I say, mucho gusto. Okay. Total, looking good. Much higher prices. Seem very good. I mean, it seems very good right now. We're on the cusp of price discovery. Okay, so let's look at Hex. Old Hex. There was the bullish butterfly identified, the bullish hammer at 25 cents identified. Beautiful rally, you've sold off. Now you're trying to make a confirmation low, but you've run up, and what was once resistance at 34 to 35 cents is resistance again. You can't break it, and I just don't know. Like, you've shown a confirmation low, kind of, right? But yeah, you just haven't broken the resistance you got to break. If you do break 35 cents, I think you could easily, very fast, see 43 plus cents. Yeah, just see that local high there. So this is like what harmonics are for. Like, you see it, you don't know on the first one, even though, oh my God, a bullish hammer that is unbelievable. Like, it could be, if this is the bottom on Hex, this might be an NFT. Like the Hex hammer. Okay, the Hex hammer butterfly combination at 25 psychological cents, whatever. If that's the bottom, if this thing goes to 50 cents from here, yeah, this will probably be an NFT, because this is beautiful, man. But I don't know. I mean, so it's all about the levels. Can you just keep making higher lows and then break 35 cents? Then you got a real good chance to see an all-time highs again and beyond. All right, that's Hex. 280 traffic, and be mindful of life. Thank you, dude. All right, so no, we had a couple more requests, but there's just stuff to look at that is not requested. But we'll get to the ones first that people paid for. And that first one was this, but the second one is this. So I don't understand. It's CLF, you talking about Cleveland Cliffs, or are you talking about the S coin? There's actually literally an S coin called CLF, and I'm talking to you, Pat. Oh, I know you're talking about this one, dude. I know you're talking about Cleveland Cliffs, where we identified a bullish bat pattern and a confirmation low developed, and look at it now. Beautiful. Let's go. Up 12.71% on Friday. I can't look at literally everything that exists, but if you tip, you request it, we analyze it, and sometimes I just forget about it. This is what we came up with. This was our analysis, right? I mean, it's like, okay. So this is it, man. This is what dreams are made of. This is what you're here for. This is what you're trying to invest in yourself, to learn, become self-sufficient, so you can identify this stuff and play it yourself. One time, second time, all right. Market participants don't know the first time, second time, oh my God, this might be it. And since that confirmation low was established, right from the bottom, it's up 24% in 3 weeks. And could continue onward in this very, very bullish trend it's been in since the COVID crash. Very, very bullish trend. Look at this, these fractals back here. Yeah, man, nice. There's your CLF. I really pray that you did not ask for some S coin, because it'll leave a real bad taste in my mouth. If you're like, no, I was talking about CLF to the US dollar. Okay. Let's see. Oh, dude, no. If the bottom's in on Hex and it rallies, we got to make an NFT probably for it. I mean, right? Got to happen sometime.
Can you please look at Chili's USD? Thank you for your dedication to your community.
What's up, Army Log, dude? Thanks for the $27.99 Canadian super chat, which meets the criteria with the United States dollars. Thank you, dude. Jared, still waiting on that, man. You right? You're missing what, like $4.20 to meet the minimum criteria.
Is that a joint
for your contribution and request? Thanks. Okay, fantastic. TA being respected. Over. Wonderful. There wasn't much of an edge down here. I don't know. I think actually on the RSI, a bullish divergence developed to the confirmation lows. Yeah, it's actually beautiful, man. It just doesn't get much better than this. Love it. But just remember this. Don't you dare forget this image. Keep it in your mind, all right? Keep it fresh for me for later, okay? I got something to show y'all. Next request was okay. Let's go back to Ethereum for 10 seconds just to talk about it. All right, because I mean, someone tipped about it and we were on it, and it's like so they're like, hey, what about the cup with handle? So it'd be like, let me go to some other Ethereum chart real quick to kind of paint their idea, and maybe other more participants think this too. I don't know. Let me just give me a sec, okay?
Here's a tip to get me over the finish line.
Hey, Jared, thanks, man.
Is that a joint?
Much love. I think, right? Actually, you're still short. You're literally still short. You tipped 395, and remember the minimum criteria was 420 that was needed. Gah. Right? You just put me in a rock and hard place here. You let it slide. Don't let it slide, man. So if they're talking about someone's like cup with handle, man, there it is. It's already broken out and it's already back testing the breakout as support.
USDT. Can we take a look again?
What's up, Anonymous? Did I call it, or did I merely study and research all these geniuses from the past 100 years life work, and then I just applied it, right? Is that really me calling it, or is it me just kind of, you know, doing what easily you could do, or anyone else in here? You could do it too. So I wouldn't say calling it. I would say all I did was, yep, do the right thing by studying, investing in myself. And yep, that's it. Anyway, so hey, cup with handle, man. I guess here's your cup with handle. It's really jagged. I don't know how you could say that's a cup at all. That is not a cup, dude. I mean, actually, it might be. You know, the characteristics of a cup, on a chart is rounded. I know this is not rounded at all. This is this probably looks more like a cup with handle. Maybe the meta's changing, chat, right? The bots are being programmed to do squares because it's actually real. Hey, man. Hey, it's Pepe talking to you right now. Right? Cup with handle, man. And then they're like, oh, what's the measured move of that? If you were gonna measure it. Measurement, none. From the breakout. Hey, Peter Walker, what's up, dude? Thanks, man. All right, we're good. Wait, you're from Australia. What's going on? On the weekly? Does it matter really? Daily, weekly? Crap. Still jagged, man. Still not rounded, right? It did not round out at all. I mean, but still. Anyway, so your target, if you're going with a measure principle, if you're perceiving this, if you are perceiving this to be a cup with handle, and it has broken out and it's back testing the breakout, which I think Bulkowski here would be like, look, don't get too excited yet, man. You got to break the top part. You got to break, I think, the overhead resistance before you can get feeling really good, which is right here. It's the little zone. It's the zone. But yeah, fantastic development where you broke a supply line and you back tested it, and now you've engulfed. You have a break, hook, and go confirmation of if you would consider this to be the cup with handle, man. All right, so it's like $6,426.66 is your 100% measured move from the breakout of this structure, if you look at it this way. Okay, so that's it, man. Okay, anyway, moving on. Thanks for everyone being here on this Sunday, where it is very historic stream, right? Or a historic weekly candle close is coming. I mean, I think, like, yeah, maybe Bitcoin's not making its highest level ever, but it's doing something that we need so bad. Like, what we always covet are those successful back tests of old levels as support. It's beautiful. Okay, let's see here. My next request. was this. I get it. I get why you're here, man. Yep. I mean, well, here's the thing. It's a bullish bat pattern, certainly, at its pattern completion zone, but it's only, has it caught a reaction? Did it catch a reaction? Really? I mean, yeah, you're definitely right. You're on the right track here. To know, hey, 886, man, this is where we should be seeing a rally. You're back. You haven't even back tested. We'll see that level yet. As support. Very good though. I mean, this is a beautiful structure. Decent context, you know, but yeah, wow, man, the daily is unreal. Like the daily is showing very clear, concise, bullish divergence. So it's implying that sellers are exhausted here. Right? But again, you don't know. You don't have confirmation. I think it maybe like if one was going to trade this, they would have maybe their stop loss below 3,000 sats. Probably be safe. Internet. Wait, CBT was, y'all just did simultaneous tips.
Roses are red, violets.
We will look at Avalanche, I think,
gray.
right?
Please show us what that ACH do.
Okay. We'll look at these things, okay? But we're on this one that was requested too, and it's like, that's a good argument there for a reversal. It hasn't really done much. Let's see, 4 hour. The 4 hour had, oh, look at this, man. I already did it. It just wasn't visible on the daily. Give me a break, man. Wow, okay. So there was triple RSI bullish divergence. I don't know, dude. I do all kinds of things, man. So it's like, yeah, I mean, the daily bullish divergence on the MACD and then the RSI divergence was really good here, and it manifested into some sort of rally, but it's not really going anywhere, you know. So it's like one low. We always looking for that second low, that confirmation low. We just don't have it yet, right? Right, like the bottom. Like last time you bottomed out, one bottom and then a second bottom, right? Not like, and similar structure down here, you know, when it bottomed out. So yeah, hell of a critical support level, but like one bottom second, you know, in kind of like in these situations, maybe this is the second bottom, one bottom, a second bottom, the harmonic. But yeah, you normally want at the PCZ two lows, confirmation low. Anyway, yeah, it's good. We've been here before. Hold on, before we keep these requests going, I mean, I put this asset on the freaking, I put this asset on the thumbnail and in the, whatever, right? I put it in the description of the title of the stream, and for good reason, because this is very good. Doge is primed for stupidly high prices. Okay. You could even say inverse head and shoulders here too, kind of like other ones. Okay, you know, momentum shifting structure. It's actually really good. That one wick lines up well. I think the target eventually 36, 37 cents, 41 cents, and then 56 cents plus. All right, I think we got much higher to go on this one. I mean, I own this asset because I like the way it looks technically so much. I'm not letting my emotions of it's Dogecoin get in the way of a beautiful technical setup, dude. Yeah, this thing's probably gonna run like crazy soon. I'm just telling you, this is because this is what happens over like 100 years of charts being on screens or in books or whatever, right? This is what they look like before they do crazy resets, right? Where if we're talking like deep 786, 618, 786s, 886s. This is what they look like before they do this. Okay, so we're really good. We're really fortunate right here that we're identifying and seeing it. Okay, back testing old levels as support, higher lows, pattern completion zones of harmonic structures. The stage is set for Doge to go much, much higher. All right, so that's another reason why I wanted to be live today, because this is very, very significant. Talking minimum 52 cents, 618, 786 is 62 cents, and then the 886 is 68.19 cents. All right, so these are up here, your targets eventually. and I think I've done this before, but it's why? Wave structures, chat. Wave structures. Oh, that makes sense. Something like this. Yeah.
Giving it a try.
Be careful with that leverage, dude. I'll never talk about leverage in here, man. But yeah, you want to roll the dice? Just be careful about liquidations, man. You can get liquidated, stopped out because of leverage, and it still could play out eventually. So you see what's going on. I'm just holding this thing and thinking it's gonna, let's see, I mean minimum upside in terms of like support resistance. Like even from where it is now, being up 5% right now, I still think like, you know, minimum 35% upside, right? Just because it's the peak of the harmonic from August 16th. You kidding me? That much yield? Okay. Just say it. Don't you be coming here being like, we were never warned on Doge. No one even told us about this. No one even talked about Doge, dude. It came out of nowhere. Just wait until some sort of stupid Elon tweet comes out and just, it's up 25% or something ridiculous.
Yo Mitch. Loading back up on some fun positions.
What's up, cherry picking man? Thank you, dude, for the...
Is that a joint?
Thanks, man. All right, so let's get back. I had to do this. It was like a sneeze. I was like, I had to tell the world about Doge again, just to make sure you were aware. All right. Let's see here. Next request was this, and I think this one was pretty good. Before, if I recall. Yeah. This was awesome. This is very similar in ways. It's very similar to Doge. It's not as good. I think Doge is better. Because Doge is back testing old resistance as support right now, or this one's kind of below the critical 36 cents. It couldn't break it. It's okay though. I mean, like, it's doing the same bottoming out, momentum shifting structure, the harmonic. This is great context for much higher prices, right? If the whole market continues upward, I think this thing's probably going to, it'll break 36 cents and run straight up to 57 cents, and it might be up 30% in a day. All right, well, like if you break 36 cents, I mean, it could go straight up 50%, you know? I mean, it's just like, that's normally the price action you get above that level that it could not break. It hasn't been able to break it since it fell through it. I mean, you know, break it and then sustain prices above it since it fell through it in May. So yeah, once it breaks that, go crazy, and it's gonna do something like this, just like Doge, where it's like, okay, yep, way higher. Yep. Okay, moving on. Yeah, Theta's crazy good too. Like, yep. Theta above that inflection point is unreal good. Like, stupidly bullish. Yep. All right, let's see here. Let's be good with Jared, man. All right, Jared. He went to Jared. No, he went to a Syndex exchange and got wrecked. Hold on. Oh yeah. I mean, it's trying to hold that level, and it's not. It fell below it again. A lot of distribution. I mean, there's nothing really here locally now that's looking great. If you can get back above $2.63, I'll like it again. But I don't like it below this level because it runs the chance of going down a lot more. Right, it could go down to 243 if this doesn't hold. But yeah, maybe it's bottoming out. Maybe it's diverging and it'll catch bids here. But you don't worry about it. You cannot take action on this asset until it gets back above 263 and preferably back tested as support. As you can see, it did that. Right, it fell below it, and look, August 14th, it rallied. It sprung. It back tested the spring. Never fell below it again, and then went berserk up to 350, 368, and then eventually went even higher. So it's like, it's not, you can't go long, or you cannot take action on it until you get some sort of form of confirmation from market participants. It's like really not, you just gotta be patient here. You put it on your watch list though. We understand how important this level is. Get above it, could be moon. If not, 243. All right, that's it. But yeah, you talk about like complete reset, that's happening for sure. If you just go from that lowest low, X, A, B, and then C, and then D, right? Where is, come on, dude. This is a bullish bat, and the pattern completion zone of the bullish bat just happens to be at that low point from June 22nd. X marks the spot. So lower prices is exactly what you would want here if you want to like play the harmonic game. Yeah, we need to see it hit 243. And then right there, that could be a major reaction level. Yep, complete reset happening. And it's in really good context, I think. In a long-term uptrend, you pulled back, you bottomed out, you had a big run, the XABCD has presented itself, and down at that level could be the perfect opportunity. So you can't be surprised if it goes to 243 just based on the actual 886 right there and the inflection point, the next support that makes sense. Okay, moving on. Make KT. The next one was actually this one, an S coin that I don't come to often. It's not on the watch list really. It's fine though. It's in a long-term uptrend. It made a really shallow, a moderate retrace. Never could fully reset, which is good. Back tested old resistance as support, is rallying. Anything above 1121 is great, right? That's a major inflection point. First time it developed was January. And as you can see many times, it's been a support, resistance, support, resistance. So has it become a support again? Could be. You would want to see this asset probably come and back test 1121 as support before it goes. Really, once it broke and back, look, it broke and back tested that level as support, then went almost straight up to the major resistance here. It did reverse, like pretty much up there. So it's been a nice uptrend since it bottomed out in late September. You know, you could probably draw like a channel here or something. I don't know. Something like that. Extend it out. Pretty nice touches. Yeah, you come down here, you back test 1121. That could be a spring back test, and it could be really good where it runs to 1684 again. Depends, because like I have no idea what other circumstance, like how much do I already have in Bitcoin? You know, with that 100K. Because if I have no Bitcoin, I don't know if I can answer that. Oh, if I had 100,000 Bitcoin or $100,000 worth of Bitcoin, I don't. Because 100,000 Bitcoin's a lot, but I don't know. I mean, like, depends. I kind of like having a higher percentage of Bitcoin, but you know, if you have a lot of capital and you still have a lot of Bitcoin percentage-wise of all your crypto, I mean, having like 35 to 50% in alts is fine. I mean, the thing is, though, for me, it's more like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then everything else. Like, I have, like, you know, it's not 50-50. I would have to look at it, but it's a substantial percentage of my crypto holdings are in Ethereum, and then, you know, a much smaller percentage are in all these other altcoins, these trades and stuff, right? So I would say if you say $100,000 worth of Bitcoin, I mean, a lot of people are half Bitcoin, half altcoins, including Ethereum. So, right, it's just because the multiplier, right? There's just, if you own Bitcoin, you own a lot of it, yeah, it's probably like, that's the staple, man. That's the standard, you know. It's probably going to go up, and it's going to be better, and it's got more liquidity to trade, to set stop losses, and to enter and exit and all that. But the altcoins, they can double in value like overnight sometimes. Bitcoin can't do that. It's too high of market cap, right? You kind of miss that crazy exponential Lambo gains on Bitcoin, even though people are going to be surprised if this cycle continues on a breakout in price discovery, 100K plus. I mean, you know, 500K is like 10-time return from here. If it went there, I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, it very well could. I'm not saying I don't think it can. I'm not one to make predictions on where the top's going to be in a super cycle of something like Bitcoin, all right? But I'm just saying, like, owning Doge, right? Having exposure to Doge, you know, Bitcoin goes up, you know, a few $1,000s, but Doge goes up again to 30, just to the top of this structure, and it's up 35%, right? Yeah, 35%. Bitcoin, it's going to take a lot more time and capital to make Bitcoin appreciate in value 35%. So it is really advantageous to be in altcoins, especially in Bitcoin bull cycles. Just say.
Thank you. Wanted to see what percentage BTC you would have over alts.
I don't know. I like truly believe in Bitcoin, you know, kind of fundamentally and what it is and the mathematics behind it and its store value. And I think what's happening, we're seeing this institutional FOMO, you know, so that's why I have a lot of Bitcoin and I have a lot of Ethereum, lots of Ethereum, stupid amounts, just because I really believe in that. I mean, multiple revolutionary inventions have been invented on Ethereum's chain. I mean, that platform, that is unbelievable. And it's all it is. It's like freeing people. It's diffusion of the consolidation of authoritarianism and like what all these big mega companies have been grabbing power. It's like Ethereum's diffusing that, right? With NFTs and decentralized finance, gaining yield, you know, from staking. That stuff is freeing humanity, can free humanity. And I think in the next couple of years, there's going to be a few more revolutionary inventions that we don't even know about right now that will be invented on that platform. That is why it's really important to own a lot of Ethereum, I think. Not to mention, it looks like a fractal of Bitcoin last cycle, where, breaks 5K, in 2 months goes to 20K. It could, right? So there's reasons. And then the altcoins are purely technical, like nothing to do. I mean, maybe you can have your belief. Oh, I like Cardano, man. You know, whatever. Like, I like Sol or Luna for reasons. Novogratz, all these things. Okay, it could be the one, right? But the altcoins, for me, the smaller ones, besides Bitcoin and Ethereum, are normally I own them only for the technical reasons. Like, I own Doge because look at this effing chart right here, chat. Yeah. That's why I own Doge. I don't own Doge because I believe in it or think it's worth two craps. I just think the psychology of buyers and sellers are implying stupid more upside next, soon. Soon stuff. All right. That was to answer your question. Went on a tirade, a rant. My bad, dude. All right, so let's move on. The next one was...
Is your Ethereum earning more Ethereum for you? Duffy Baby.
No, I don't have the staking going, unfortunately. But I sell NFTs, and you know, the majority of my NFTs sold when Ethereum was $1,800. So
can you take a look at XRP? Trying to see if the TA can tell us when the court case will end.
XRP is testing an inflection point, and I don't know if it's going to hold, but if it does, I think it's going substantially higher. Yep. We'll look at XRP, Super Trooper. We're already pulled over. We can't pull over anymore, man. All right. The next one, request-wise, was, and it's over, right? This is like dope. Chat, come on. He said, you called it on Ace. It's like, I didn't call it. All I do is I take the teachings of geniuses that put their life's work into this, and then I apply it myself in a scanning session listening to, you know, BPM on max audio, right? I'm like JP and Grandma's Boy, right? But I'm looking at charts. People are requesting this, and you know, you practice long enough, and it just becomes like driving, second nature. Oh, you can just identify bullish reversals, momentum shifting structures, all this stuff, and then it runs up, and then it hits what? 12.5 cents, which is an inflection point, and it's not broken. That it's literally like magic, man. Yep. How could he see me? Sorry, that's what the harmonic said when we identified it. How could it see me? JP is a composite operator, I guess, right? Bueller? What's going on over there? Thanks for the $1.24 worth of Litecoin. Dang, man. Times are tough for the Litecoin, for the Litecoin holders. All right, that's it, dude. There's nothing more to talk about. It was identified, I think, on stream or something. I'm sure this something like this, I'd probably ping patrons on, you know. It looked too good. Maybe not. Maybe it didn't. It's just like something we looked at on stream. I don't know. Someone can go timestamp where I found it, or when someone requested it, we looked at it, you know. Okay. Moving on, because it played out, and this is what Doge is looking like it might be doing too soon. All right, and others. Yeah, my Bitcoin ticker. Sorry, I was working on that and then got distracted. Forget the beeping. It's a bug, dude. I got this, chat. Hold on. Sorry. There we go. Felt naked. Now I feel good, dude. Bitcoin's alive, chat. Okay. Let's see here. The next request was Mover. Moonriver? Is that what it is? Moonriver. Okay. To the US dollar. Well, you know, not much data on this, huh? But certainly broke a supply line. And since it broke the supply line, it's been moon. It's been going crazy, right? Right? That supply line right there was busted through October 20th. And now it's running up. You know, it broke through that B point, when you consider, and if it's going to keep rolling, you're just thinking it could run up to 480, 494 next. If it successfully backtests this level right here, it looks like it has. The high from September 27th and October 3rd. It's
Hey,
trying,
Mitch,
it broke it. It's
can
trying
you
to
please look
backtest.
at
If it can
Electroneum
hold, then
next?
480, 494 is next. What's up, Steven? Yeah, we'll look at ICP. That's also another one that's just been looking really good at low risk areas.
Can you take a look at ICP? Much love.
Oh, whoops. Yes, we will. But Felix, sorry. Y'all tipped at the same time, different ways, right? So we'll look at Electroneum Connect. Wow, dude. ECN Connect. But yeah, in the end, I don't know. I've never looked at this in my life. It's kind of like this was going on, right? Something like that. Pretty solid consolidation structure, right? Never went and back tested anything important though. And beautiful structure, right? Down sloping consolidation. Okay, so it's all about 379. If it can hold 480, 494, 500, maybe beyond. If not, probably gonna come down and test 283. A level of inflection, right? So it's all about the ifs. If you missed the run, you missed the big pump, right? The breakout of the consolidation structure, it's up substantially since then. So I don't know if there's much value now, as there could have been, where you were making lots of divergence down here on the oscillators on the 4 hours. Pretty good, but it just wasn't an inflection point. I don't know. I've never even seen this. No one's ever asked for this. I didn't know Moonriver existed till recently, like the past 30 minutes. Okay, so that's it. The next one, the next request, man, was, we already did ACH, multiple requests for ACH, and now we've looked at it. The next one after, so we're not redundant, is this one. Yes, old Verasity that, you know, it was a nice bullish, or a bearish shark that turned into a bullish 5-0 and then has run. And it broke all-time highs, and it even, wow, this is pretty awesome. You know, we didn't know. I don't know what happened to my work. Is this, or maybe there's other assets, but like, it was like a descending, you know, triangle of some sort, and it broke out, and then look what happened. You see this right here, October 21st. What did it do? It back tested the old all-time high from April 17th as a support, and once it did that, market participants love confirmation. This is exactly what Bitcoin's doing on the weekly. It's run up and it's hit all-time highs recently in this weekend, and it's near that 1272 fib extension. So to be asking me like, you know, is this great for a long now? Nah, not really. If anything, the closer you are to previous levels, you know, back testing supports, divergence, better. Like now I'm like, I don't know. It's not a, how do you strategize taking a long here, right? Do you just try to have a stop loss below October 11th's high on the 4 hour? That's all you could do, I guess. Does it mean, like, you know, you think about maybe potential wave structure here, be something like this? Yeah, man, it's like a butterfly, but you're like, the butterfly is nearing, I mean, the minimum PCZ is 7 cents, but if things get really frothy, it could go as high as the 1618, which could take you, and this would probably make the most sense. I think your target here would probably be,
have you watched
7.6 cents. 7.6 cents, because you have confluence from the, you know, the 1.618 from X to A, but also the major high to low fib extension. So I think X marks the spot. Maybe that's where it could be headed, but I don't think it's really actionable for long right now. You're already running, you're up, but yeah, I think there could be more upside. Another penny for your thoughts. Okay, next one, and whatever you said, sure. Whoever that was. Sorry, I was on a roll. We were rolling, man. Next request. Everyone's favorite S coin. It's gonna change the world, man. See, it's still like not dead kind of yet, but I really kind of hate this local price action now, like new developments. Look at this. I mean, I hope it holds, man, but look, 1, 2, 3, classic distribution going on, and at an inflection point after making substantially lower highs than the previous high. And it's like kind of falling to that below the inflection point. Now you bounced and you're back inside this little zone, but dang, man, come on, right? You got to hold this. Otherwise, it's screwed. It probably goes down to 88 cents again. But how if Bitcoin and crypto are going to go nuts next week or the next couple weeks? Classic distribution, making me feel less and less intrigued about it because of that. But again, it's not dead till it's kind of really fallen below these levels, you know? Yeah, I think there are better looking assets out there than XRP right now. Just saying. Even though it's an area that could be actionable for long if it holds, but it's kind of not, it's holding, but it's not doing many good things. So you're saying there's a chance. Yep, just like Bitcoin had a chance at 30K and 40K. XRP has a chance at this level here. Sure. Oh, is it? Oh, ETN, not ECN, my bad. Electroneum at a very critical inflection point, but again, man, it's just like, I mean, it's in a really nice uptrend too, dude. Like ETN, dude, remember this? Holy crap, it's been a while. ETN, it's the Gartley, the literal Jesus Gartley right here, man. Wow, before Moon, and then it could do a complete reset like all these other ones. 886 lost 88% of its value from the low to high, and it's rallied and it's in an uptrend. But look what it's doing locally. It's like, obviously there's very real distribution going on. Every time a rally occurs, it's a lower high, and every time you sell off, you hit the same base of buying, and it looks like there could be absorption of remaining demand here. And once it is absorbed, once all that demand is absorbed, a huge jump could occur. It kind of looks like that. At the same time, I mean, nothing's like, you know, certain. So there are people with very fragile egos that drive very loud vehicles sometimes. So. Okay. So it's just like, but here's the thing though. I mean, I was talking about probabilities, and it's like descending triangles don't always like break down, right? It's just, okay. Forget that one. You know, let's see if we can. Yeah, you get like 3 touches right there. That's probably the real supply line. It could break upward, just like it could break down. And there's measured moves up and down. So I don't know if it's going to hold. There's no edge here at all on the oscillators. Nothing's implying a reversal right now at this level. So you break it, could be bad. Could be a full reset, at least from the previous low. Right? You think about X, A, B, C, and then D, and then it'd be like, oh yeah, that's perfect. A 786, right? A bullish Gartley would take you down to 1.5 cents, and that could be amazing right there. It could be a long opportunity if it pivots and gives us some form of confirmation. Okay, so there could be some more downside on ETN, and it wouldn't be that weird. Okay, next request was ICP. I don't, but I do. Yeah, it's just, it's there, it's okay, it's not dead yet, it's just, there's just not enough demand. It's testing the 200 moving average as resistance, and it's still like, this is great context for a lot of upside, so I think it's just patience. If one's in on this, it's a textbook bullish cipher, man. Now the problem is with this one, there could be way more There could be a better entry at just a little bit lower prices, 34, 36. There could be. But yeah, if the cipher's going to play out, this is where it confirms the bottom and runs again, and it's just not really doing anything. Kind of rough. Yeah, I mean, there was like beautiful bullish divergence on the MACD, and no one's buying it. No one is buying this asset, even though there was an edge on the daily. And you're at the PCZ of a harmonic, a 786 and a 1414 confluent area right there. X marks the spot. No one's buying it yet. Down almost 5% today. Guh. You can't give up yet, man. It's not like doing anything too bad yet. It's not breaking below the D point. I'd say you might have to just remain patient. Maybe those bids will come in, but this is kind of an actionable area if you're playing a cipher. Okay, there you go. That's ICP as your update. All right. We have less than 1 hour until your daily and weekly candle close, or again, it would be the highest weekly candle close of all time for Ethereum, and it would be an actual successful back test for Bitcoin of the old candle high, all-time high, back from earlier this year, which is unbelievably good, where the weekly oscillators are set for $70,000+ and above. So, yep, this was a 1 week of indecision after the highest weekly candle close of all time for Bitcoin. It's absolutely incredible. Next request.
Sorry, don't know if you talked about it yet.
James member right here. Right there, man. It's a thing, dude. It's real. If you want official one, right? Thank you, dude. Yeah, but if you're talking about unofficial, VeChain like broke out. It broke the inverse head and shoulders neckline, so I think it could be going much higher. Yeah, like 15 to 20 cents if it keeps rolling. Okay. No, I have not seen Dune yet. I've heard really good things. I might watch it tonight because people have stupidly good reviews on it. Yep. I'm sorry, man. Let's go. Oahu. Aloha. Mahalo.
Martin Misagi tipped $100. Hey Mitch brother. Listening to you from Oahu. Had to get out of Rainy City last week. Sorry I missed the Hey song last week, but hoping to catch it when I get back in a couple weeks. Hope all is well. Much love.
All is well, friend, and good to see you, and happy to hear you're in much sunnier conditions. And it seems like, is based on the technicals, that crypto also, sunny days are ahead. Yep, really ahead. Start changing up sets here. Yeah, so it's rough, man. If like, say this fails on ICP, the 886 makes way more sense for long. I mean, just in terms of strategic stuff, like it could go down there and happen, man. We've seen it almost countless times in the altcoin space, at least this summer, where all these coins showed maybe, you know, hey, it's a cipher or it's a Gartley, the 786, but then it goes down the 886. All of them, almost all of them did it. Only a few didn't. Only a few went to the 786. So I'm hoping, like, but recently on this. Thank you, dude. One sec. But recently on this kind of reset of the M shapes that have been developing across this market, we've been catching a lot more 786 reversals. So you're just thinking maybe this would do it too. It had the divergence, you know, but just no price action yet. Wu-Tang for the children. Wu-Tang! Yo, look at AX. Yes, thank you, dude. Dune is dope. Awesome. I learned that it's like George Lucas, something, this was like based on books, and George Lucas got all his like desert Tatooine inspiration from this book. Okay, so that's why you want to watch it, because it's not exactly Star Wars, but it's inspiration. Okay, a lot of people don't know that. My friend Paul on the private jet told me all about it. Well, I think we were in Colorado driving around when he said it, but anyway. Oh, we didn't do ACH? What? Maybe we didn't, dude. Sorry. we'll do it now, and it's terrible, man. It's like, what the? It's about to dump, dude.
Random
not
question,
good.
Mitch. Do you have any physical sports cards or have any thoughts on them?
No, I do not. I have no sports cards. ACH looks like it's about to roll over. If it does not hold 5.7 cents, there is no support here. This thing could go bad, okay? If it does hold, you're in good shape. But this is the daily distribution, a buy wall, and no technical support looking left. I think there are better assets out there than ACH. Yep, better assets than ACH. To long. Even though it could just bounce here and rally, man. I mean, it's there. Yeah, you're at what could be the lowest risk area for long, but I mean, you're also at a point where if it breaks, it could just go down so fast. Look, there's nothing here. So it's all about the levels. If it can hold 5.7 cents, it's in real good shape for much higher prices. If it can't, it could get devastated. That's all I can tell you about ACH. That looked like it was confirming a bottom here and then higher low. And then it's like, just kidding, lower high and now the same low. All right, sorry, man. It's just like, there's better assets out there than ACH. Much love. Thanks again, Martin, man. Okay, let's see here. Was that okay? So we're almost caught up, man. Let's go. Let's see here. The next request was one that we looked at long ago, and it's mooned so high. AXS. Or just stuck in a range, it seems. Lower highs, but higher lows. Probably a supply line.
Noise. Have you looked at CQB tonight?
Hey CBT, no, we have not looked at CKB, even though we look at that before Bitcoin and Ethereum every stream, cap up. But yeah, dude, we'll look at it. Thank you. So again, right here, looks like 4 hours trying to develop a local hidden bullish divergence. Can this asset hold 115.52? It's been on what a run, man. I mean, certainly no value at all here. And don't you know, like, if what happens up at these levels, a lot of times, composite operator is offloading his position quietly, hence the distribution, with a buy wall. He's got the buy wall up, making sure it doesn't dump yet because he's still trying to offload his position. And what can happen? Full resets from here, right? It already had its run. It's fun in the sun. But look, don't you know if it breaks the B point, it's going to the 886 most likely. The full reset, the 886. This could easily occur here. Understand that, because there's no value at all, and it's very close to that level. So if it can hold 1552, maybe it just continues upward. If it doesn't, it could very well be going much lower. So just pay attention and understand that about AXS. There's no value here. It's not like Doge. It's just not. Doge is like full reset, harmonic structure, momentum shifting stuff going on right now. This is like, it's already played out. It's over, dude. It's like, what? It's gone insane. It's just not an area that makes a lot of strategic sense for value longs. Okay, and we like value, we like variables, we like deep value, and we like a major combination of variables at deep retrace levels.
Can you take a look Phantom and its leading DEX Spooky Swap
Spooky
dollar?
swap, boo. Boo, this man. Gab up, just kidding. Alessio, thanks, man. Sure, right? Oh, 1975. What's going on, dudes? 25 cents off, man. So all of a sudden, all right, I look at that request. All of a sudden, everyone starts tipping me 1975 instead of 20 cents or $20, and then they're like, "Well, you looked at his for 1975. That's not fair." Or you looked at his for $18. That's not fair. I should only have to pay 18. Like, right? It's bad, man. It's rough. It makes me the bad guy. We have rules. Okay, next request. Is this. Again, it's not really like one that's, I mean, I think long term this looks kind of crazy good, right? You've done a full reset, a complete reset. This asset lost 88% of its value before it reversed on the reset of the M shape, right? And now it's, long-term uptrend. I mean, from this low to this low, higher lows, and then this low is higher lows. It back tested a spring. I mean, the best time to be requesting this asset was late September. right? Momentum shifted even to the higher low, and then you broke an inflection point between 1.7 and 1.8 cents. You broke that and you ran to the next level, and then you pull back. And if you stay above 1.7, 1.8 cents, this could continue. What I like about this is maybe the weekly. What I like about it is the weekly. It reminds me of XLM. Dude, this is like crazy strong, all right? You got one low, you got a higher low. The higher low back test the spring. And look at this. You're about to have the highest weekly candle close since May 31st. This is like kind of a major breakout kind of developing. That August level, that high from February. This is real. And it's like, think about wave structures, you know? Think about the wave structure. X, A, B, then C, and then D. This thing eventually, it's like a bat. Goes up. This target's probably 4 cents or around 4 cents eventually on the weekly. It could take weeks or months to get there, but you're seeing what's developing. Accumulation, double bottom, a higher low. But even like you could identify like this, where you had a low on the weekly, right? And then you had the lowest low, and now you have a higher low, the back test of spring. You have like an inverse head and shoulders that is like, the neckline's kind of tough. I mean, right? I guess you'd say the neckline would be like this. You have not broken that yet, but again, you're breaking an inflection point, and I think you'd go to 2.4 cents again, and then eventually after that, you break it on the weekly 3.6 cents. Okay, it's not bad. CKB is actually a decent looking chart.
Can we look at GRT6HR? Possible harmonic?
Foregame age, get wrecked, dude. Yeah, we'll look at it. Yes, I get wrecked. 1999. Good. It's because of the way YouTube is. They're weird. They don't let you tip 20. They make you tip 19.99 on mobile. It's so stupid. They're just like, they just implement stupid ideas. I think it's just someone shouldn't be in charge of like changes on YouTube, and they are in charge, and they're like, hey, I made this change that like ruins all these things, causes problems, and everyone's like, hey, congratulations for doing something, but even though it's detrimental to all content creators on YouTube. Yep, that's normally what happens. The next one was FTM. Well, we had identified on the 4-hour a beautiful consolidation structure, right? It was wonderful, and then it even successfully back tested that level a couple times as support, and now it's hit the measure move and beyond. When it hit that measure move, it reacted, didn't it? We're pulling back, making a higher low, and going again. So again, your request in this, it's not a good request, because if it was a good request, it'd be like Doge, it's actionable areas for a long. Everyone here is going to gain benefit from looking at this asset. The only benefit we can gain here is a little bit of education, saying, hey man, FTM, it had that down sloping consolidation after a big impulse up. It broke out, back tested, and now it's hit the target, the measured move of it. So it's at a major high to low 1.618, exceeding that even too. So what can I do now? I mean, there's just no action to take on this asset. None. I mean, like if you're talking about right now for a long. Yeah, look at that. Even locally, it's hitting a 1.618. This is exactly where, you know, traditional markets is where big pullbacks occur. But just like it's crypto and Bitcoin goes nuts or something next week or the next couple weeks, 2618, 330, 3618, 382. It's phantom, man. It could just keep going berserk. Okay. Yeah, I'm greedy about 25 cents, even though, again, it's rules, man. It's literal rules. It's quality of life. If you know, like, it's just, I don't know, man. It's called greed, though. But yeah, I mean, taking a long at an 886, is that greedy? Or, hey, man, all right, so you flip the chart over, taking a long at the 886. Is it greedy if you take a long at the 73% retrace or 70% retrace? Right, you're not doing it right, right? You got it, the 886, man. You got to wait. You got to wait for the 886 before reaction occurs, not the 70% retrace or something. just rules, man. It's like, it's the principle of it, right? It's like, if you really truly value the analysis, why can't you just tip the right amount, you know? Okay, next one was GRT, which is looking better and better and better and better. And eventually, I think if this cycle continues, this thing will probably do the crazy stuff that we've talked about. It's just, it was amazing. It looked so good. It had a falling wedge breakout, then the bullish Gartley, and after it rallied, it back tested the old resistance of the old inflection point zone as support, hidden bullish divergence. And look at that hidden bullish divergence, how it played out beautifully. All right, so you got to go to the daily here, because the daily and the weekly, the only thing that matter now. Okay, understand this asset is now back above all levels that are stupidly important. Okay, this asset, I think, is still going to go to common retrace levels between 137 and 195. I think that's coming in time. It could take weeks. It went almost for a full reset, but it was like a 618, I think, from the previous low, which is good. If it's above 75 to 81 cents, I am bullish. You have to be bullish on GRT if the asset's above 75 to 81 cents. You get that right. You have to be. You cannot be bearish on this asset above this level. You can't. That's it. It's always been that. It's been the same rules here. Above inflection point, bullish as F. Below it, you can't be bullish. You can't really do anything. You gotta be prudent and wait to see if you can get back above it. It isn't back above it. It's bullishly engulfing today. It's breaking above the 200-day moving average for the first time ever, chat, right? Okay, it tried to do it on the 21st, didn't really hold. It's doing it today. That's a big deal.
$20 with this man's TA. Who else is offering you this service? Go get paid signals elsewhere and stop being so damn cheap. Appreciate you, brother, and congrats on the W last night. Gangs.
Is that a joint?
Eddie, man, thank you, dude, for the 420. Really appreciate it. Yeah, it's whatever, man. You know, it's 99.9% of people are cool, right, and don't have problems. It's just that one person who's out there who's poor, who doesn't understand value or anything. They don't get anything. They're just here. I don't even know why they're here, right? So it's cool. It's just one person.
Anonymous tip $21. Hi Mitch PLS, can you take a look at Prog stock?
Progressive. Yeah, we'll look at it, man. We'll look at it. Thanks. Okay, you get it, GRT, man. The higher price is coming eventually, as long as it stays above 80 cents. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Not overbought on the daily. Nice. History being made today, pretty much. That's really good. 200-day moving average being broken while engulfing at these levels. Oh yeah, man. You look at the weekly, it could be like the previous bottom we just had is another bottom. Look at this. Oh my god, dude. The weekly is ridiculously bullish. Like, this is it. This is like where you didn't really know, because on the weekly this was one bottom. Even though we knew it was two bottoms on the daily, it manifested into a rally, but there were just not enough demand and it sold off again while Bitcoin pulled back. But look here. Now on the weekly, you are confirming the bottoms in. This is ridiculous. This is so bullish. Last week, you bullish engulfed. Okay, so the targets, much higher prices eventually. All right. So it's like,
look here, look, listen.
All right. Very good. Very good stuff, man, on GRT. So bullish on the daily and the weekly. Whew. Just patience if one's holding it. Patience. I know you say, you said be patient up here. Be patient. Well, it's like, yeah, composite operator knows how to get you impatient to where you sell your position, and he can buy it up, and then he moves it. He moons it while you're like, oh god, I can't believe this, man. I should have just waited. Yeah, you should have waited. This is implying one should have waited and held and just let it ride. It will go probably eventually 229 if it does the aggressive target stuff. Yeah. Yep. So strong, dude. Because it's like the low here in January, now a slightly higher low on a full reset, and then the confirmation low that's higher than previous low. That's just, oh my god, so good, GRT. All right, that's it. That's it for that one. All right, thank you, Brockman, for the 2050. Yes, we'll look at Lind, but we must first look at Boo. All right. Oh, he's at.
Hi, please.
Does it even matter if I look at the 6? hour chart, when we're looking at the weekly that supersedes the 6 hour chart by like 80-fold. Like, who cares about the 6 hour when the weekly's so effing good? And the daily. Screw your 6 hour chart. It's too bullish to even go there.
Can we take a look at mask/USD?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Colorful Father Man. Yep. Hold on. Let's keep it rolling. They keep coming in, man. Now, is this a crypto though? Boo. No. Boo-hoo group. What? Okay, come on, man. What is boo? Are you talking about the Boohoo group? I'm not kidding. The Boohoo group, chat? London Stock Exchange? I need some confirmation, Alessio. I'm waiting for him to say something in the chat. This is Boo. That's Boo, right? There's also Boo, which is oil barges. I don't know. Futures. Spooky swap. Oh, if it's not on TradingView, I can't do it, man. You gave me the difference. No. Again, we're trying to look for it. I think he wants some. Yeah, Boo on the Poo exchange. Yeah, I don't think that's. We can't look at that, right? Here's Spooky token on Sushi Swap. Trapped Ether. Wow, dude. I mean, not a good request. I appreciate the contribution, but terrible request, right? Yeah, this is it, dude. Sorry. No analysis can be done. Down 18% today. Who cares? This is exactly like if you want to part ways with your $20 to contribute to the stream. This is not what you should spend it on. You should spend it on identifying what we look for when it's at actionable areas. And you do that by learning, by investing in yourself, joining Patreon, reading books, right? Applying the system I teach here. This is just not it. This is, hey, I'm involved with some almost scam coin and flipping a coin just to long it. I'm playing the slot machine and I wanted to know, I wanted to give exposure to it on the stream to how many, 5 people watching right now? How many? What is it? No, we got 1,000 people on the dot watching right now. He wants people to be exposed to this. It's like advertising, but terrible request, but I appreciate the contribution. Then, and also anonymous. Yeah, we'll look at it. Thank you, dude. Next one was, wait, it's not progressive. Prog is progenity. Okay. Well, here we are, butting up up against a major inflection point. Major inflection point. All right, last time I looked at this, it was a wedge, it was a shark. It confirmed the bottom. It's beautiful how it confirmed the bottom on the shark. One like reaction low, reversal low, rallied, and then up thrusted and was unable to breach the old level. Confirmed what was once a resistance zone or support zone as resistance zone, not once but twice. Tested that 200 moving averages resistance too and dumped to all-time lows. It is now recovered. Awesome that it's recovering, but there is certainly no edge right now, and it's at that inflection point where if it breaks 310, 363, all right, it could very well go to 515 fast, but it's not at like a low risk area. It just made all-time lows. When you got the stock market making all-time highs, terrible asset. Any asset that just like recently hit all-time lows while the stock market's making all-time highs, money printers going burr, extremely soft market, it's terrible. It's a trash asset. I'm sorry. Loser asset that does that. You can't like do well in this crazy soft market with money printing as an asset. You're terrible. You're awful. And I can't wait to see what happens. This crap's going to go to zero if the stock market crashed or something, right? All-time lows. It can only go to 0 cents. I mean, it got almost there, 66 cents. Pretty bad, man. Pretty bad. It's almost like right here, almost like locally, this is what's happening. You almost have this we call this a bearish 3 drives pattern, right? Where you got one peak, you got a second peak, and then you got your third peak, and you even got a confirmation high after the third peak. Bearish pattern, and now confirming a level that was once a support as a resistance. Again, not once, but twice. So to me, if that's presenting itself in a long-term downtrend, I wouldn't be longing this crap. If anything, you might be able to short it. It's just bearish, man. I don't like it. Like if it's above 363 and back test it for a while, support, maybe confirmation low above it, I might like it again, maybe. But right, it's terrible. It's trash. Super trash. Anyway, moving on. The next request was Lend. A lot of chop here. Well, I do like Lend. I love Lend. Kind of right here. I wanted to get a little higher. I wanted to give it $314. There's the zone of inflection right here. You are back testing it right here, October 17th, 18th. That's support. And you've rallied. If you get above 314 on Lend, the minimum target is $400. Okay? That's it. It reminds me of Link in Ethereum, if you know what I'm talking about as a patron, or if you just watch the stream, avidly. It's like, yeah, dude, this kind of does look like Ethereum and Link at an inflection point, making these higher lows, and it's trying to kind of creep back above it. This could be it, man. It's above the 200 moving average. Your target here is $400. So 25% upside pretty much if this asset holds 287 to 307, right? So easy kind of to strategize risk maybe, where you just say, hey, you know what, man? I don't want anything to do with this crap. If it falls anywhere below that spring back test, right? You're kind of playing that. You're like, it sprung, it back tested the spring, and that's why one would be long. So if it falls below that, that's the whole reason of being long, then screw it, man. Forget about it. Tight stop, and then your target, $400, right? To 420.
Is that a join?
Kind of like that. That's kind of the way one could maybe size it up. At the same time, this could be like a rising wedge, and it could dump again. And if it dumps again, then you're out. You get stopped out, and it dumps to like $200. But this is a way to strategize an asset at a critical inflection point, and to take on very minimal losses if it fails, but to make good money if it succeeds. Okay, that's your Lend at very interesting levels that could be strategic for a long stop loss take profit. Okay, after that 400, 420, you think if it breaks 420 for real, it could very well go to 542, and it could go nuts. All right, that's Lend. We cool? We're gonna keep screaming Doge, dude. Is that Doge okay, man? What? Oh my god, it's up 11% now. Yep. So we could just be like,
See what happens, Larry?
we see what happens. We can see what happens. It's just the beginning, though. All right, minimum 35 cents, which is 35% upside from where it was when I was earlier analyzing this. Okay, let's move on to the next request. Is this an S coin? No, I know we keep looking at it though, because that spring back test, right? It's where is all the data? This is so weird. Okay, again, this was one where we looked at it. There's no action to take. None. The only time to even be looking at this thing again will be at $4 to 420.
Check out GRO Doubt token, playing out nice still early in the call.
I think you tweeted me about it, dude. I don't know if it's on TradingView. I think that was last time someone requested it and didn't happen, like we couldn't look at it. But yeah, you tweeted, it looked like a standard falling wedge breaking out, and there was an easy way to strategize the entry, the stop loss, and take profits. Sure, but if it's not on TradingView, I can't look at it, and I think that's the problem we had last time someone requested it. It is now. Okay, it is now. All right, then I'll give it a shot. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Okay, so big, Vinco Ventures again requested, and no action to take at all. Nothing. It's down 13.36%. Pretty elite. And I wouldn't. You just don't request it again until it gets to $4. Okay, $4.20 to $4, and then we'll talk. All right. That's it. The next request was Mask. It's the mask that is kind of, not really sticking out as anything good. I mean, I remember that flag that actually played out. There was like no data. And I think it could go much lower, or a little bit lower anyway. Yeah, like you had the buying climax, then the dump, and the lower high, previous high, lower high, lower high. I'm just not really that intrigued right now and think this could develop into a Gartley or something. Like, maybe it doesn't, but like, you think about the 618 probably. No, way too deep on B to be anything. I don't know. I'm not taking action on this. But you probably like requesting it because you're like, what about right here? What about XA, B, C, D? It's at the PCZ. It's lower than the PCZ. He's identifying a small bullish Gartley that could react here and could go higher. Sure. There is no edge. Nothing's implying that it's going to happen. Not really. So yeah, there's a Gartley here, but it's not really at major inflection points, really. But pay attention to it. Remember, aren't you on Gartley's or any harmonic looking for confirmation lows, not reaction lows? Because you don't even know it's valid until it confirms the bottom. Or really starts going, you know? So it's there, but I think there are better assets probably. We've already talked about one. It was Doge, so it's like, what do you want? Okay. Mini harmonic, mini Gartley. Let's see how the mini Gartley plays out, if it does at all. It has not really reacted even at this pattern completion zone. The next request was this one. Okay. This is an S-coin. Never heard of it in my life, and I can kind of understand.
TLS Mark Stock. Thanks.
What's up, Anonymous? Sure, thanks to 20, dude. So the time to ever be requesting this asset, I think you know. Come on, man. The time to be asking for this asset was around this time. Right, come on, dude. A bullish shark pattern at its pattern completion zone did what? Literally reversed. The entire cycle reversed off this M-shaped formation. This Gartley, Bartley. It's not either. It's actually a shark, a bullish shark pattern. So that's the time to ask about it. Back late September. That's the time to be asking about everything. This thing's up substantially. It's unreal. There's no action to take now. What can you do? There's nothing you can strategically do on an.
Was there some kind of harmonic on BSV crypto? Stay streaming.
What's up, DJT? Thanks for 36, man. Thank you, dude. Whatever you said, sure, we'll look at it. Sorry, I'm just trying to stay focused on the assets at hand. And we were going. So I might start taking off the Jesus John, I don't know, like the audio on the tips, because it's like, it can interrupt a lot of good stuff and derail. I don't know. So the action to take on this is nothing. I mean, like, not if you're talking about taking a strategic entry where you can size up and strategize longs and stops. It is breaking its previous high from October 21st and could close at its highest level since somewhere around late May 23rd. And you just say, like, if it's gonna keep going or something, we talk about a little zone of inflection right here. Like, I think that would be, it's probably where it's going to, okay? Probably where it's going to, if it can sustain prices above 1.7 cents long enough. Nothing else makes sense. It's just kind of like, there's no other inflection, you know, until you get to this level above 1.7 cents. All right, so it's trying to break out somewhat of a level from April 23rd. And again, like straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. Right, that's it. So it could go straight up again to 27 to 29, 30 cents. Okay, that's Terra. Kava. Got every S-coin in the world to do, man. Old Kava looked like it was good. It still could be good, man. It could be. It's just, dang, man, where are the bids? Why do we keep making lower highs on these S-coins when they're at major levels? Like, look what it's trying to do. It's trying to back test the spring from February 13th, that old initial all-time high. At one time, it was the highest level ever for Kava early this year. As you can see, it's been a resistance support over and over and over and attempting to do it again, right? And you got this clear momentum shifting structure. But then it's like, why does it keep Why is there continually being distribution and you keep testing this moving average as resistance, failing? It's almost like, is it an inverse head? Is the right shoulder the potential major inverse head and shoulders, and inverse head and shoulders itself? I don't know. It's just, it's all about the levels. If it can't hold 553, it could be going much, much lower. If it does hold 553, I think the target minimum 740 eventually. So it's all about the ifs here. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to hold as support, but it's trying to right now. It's just the preceding price action's been
Hey,
kind of
Mitch,
trash.
enjoying your streams daily. Thanks so much for your help. Can you please check out Trust Swap USD?
What's up,
Thanks
Nigel,
again.
man? Thanks for the 20. If it's on TradingView, I will do my best and we'll try to look at it. Yes, we will look at it if it is on TradingView, sure. We got 15 minutes till your weekly candle close, which will be historic for Ethereum and pretty freaking amazing for Bitcoin. All right. 15 minutes. So stick around for history, at least for ETH. All right, so you get it. It's all about this level. It's everything. Because if you don't hold it historically, oftentimes you get a 432 after. Okay, hold it, moon, 740 minimum target. If not, get wrecked. Okay. Okay, next one was this. Goodness freaking gracious. I think you could understand there was a harmonic here on grow. Probably could have gone here. Was it too deep though? Far too deep. Oh boy. Right, but let's see here. What if you... Dang, man. That is like crazy. If you actually use the bottom, like when the data got listed, oh my god. It's almost like literally a perfect bullish Gartley. Wow. I mean, that's real. That's super real, isn't it? Chat, the whole chart is a Gartley. And at the PCZ of the Gartley, it reacted exceedingly well. Dang, man. It's impressive. That's really impressive. But I think someone had identified like a wedge or something, like whatever. Okay, yeah. Supply line broken. I think on Twitter he had posted it like this, which is kind of real. I mean, it's definitely down sloping price contraction, but the harmonic is way more impressive. Way more impressive. It's up 34% today after pretty much hitting the levels where reactions occur. Nice, dude. I mean, your targets, if this was really it and it was gonna moon and it's like only gonna react in hours, you'd love to see this asset pull back to back test 1830 as support. Market participants would love that. Right? It's just kind of like this little zone here. Right? If you can back test 1830 to 1930 as support, it could be an actionable long, because that could be your reaction reversal low, right? Where you see assets that are too strong to go double bottom, so they'll like, you know, whatever, sell off and back test the level, make a higher low, and that is your confirmation low. That's your type 2 return. It's just too strong and you can't break the levels that were once resistance as support. Confirmation market participants need to make it do that. Okay, that's what you want to see happen. So if you want to take action on it strategically, you know, you could just gamble right now on an asset up 34%, and good luck, dude. But if you want to play the game the right way, one waiting for 1830, 1930 would probably be best. That's it. Okay, moving on. Congrats on growth, mooning. Next one. Next request. I mean, nothing really sticks out as amazing right now. Above 1.7 cents, I think you're okay. It's an inflection point. It kind of looked like it was diverging. Now it just keeps down. It's like a lot of these other coins are just not that good, man. Like, I don't really see anything that's great for an entry right now. I would just skip it. I would just move on. I don't see anything. It's all about 1.7 cents and 2.4 cents. And you clearly could not break 2.4 cents, so you're bleeding out, and you could go test 1.7 cents again. Or you just make a higher low and then run test 2.4 cents again, you break it, and then you go to 3.1 cents, the next major level. Again, it's like, yeah, maybe there was that Momo shifting structure, right? And then it broke out, or kind of like just didn't really break out, because the breakout point was where it failed to break out. And it's just now in between a major range between 1.7 and 2.4 cents. So I don't really see anything that's too actionable right now. It's that great. I would just move on, man. Oh, they're better assets. Next one. Some real estate, eh? Oh my God. And look what happened again, chat. Mark Holdings up 138% on Friday, and look where it all happened. Unbelievably perfect. Literally, chat. This is what happens. This is where smart money acquires position. It doesn't happen like this often, where you get such incredible reactions, but sometimes it does. And that's why it's on you to continually scan charts and look for opportunity at levels like this. This inflection point goes all the way back to March of 2009. Look, November, December 2012, right? Even January 2019. Look, it was resistance. It was support. It was support again. We were here in September of last year, a double bottom at this level, and look what happened. It went berserk. And then it lost every ounce of its value and beyond from those lows. But then it tested the bottom, the very bottom of that inflection point. Spent a couple days there, and then it was boom, right there. Lots of bullish divergence was there too. So, yep, magic. It's literally like magic, isn't it, chat? That's right. Always be scanning ABS. That composite operator does his thing. He is a genius. And we look for his signature, his or her signature, and we ride the coattails. Beautiful. No action to take now. Obviously, you missed it. It's up. Congratulations if you actually scan on this chart all the time and you paid attention to these levels. I don't know when the last time I looked at it, but this is what I had. This hasn't changed. I haven't moved any of this stuff, and it's perfect. Wow. So educational though, right? The next request. The joke. Kind of a big joke. Was there he says, was there a harmonic? Yeah, it looks like there was certainly a harmonic. Sure. Let's see here. Plot it like a shark. Yeah, man, does it look like some sort of shark? It went a little too deep there. It's too scam wick, man. God, it's like... But it's crazy, like, despite anything, it fell below a critical demand line that goes all the way back, man, to December 2018. This is BSV. This is the, remember Bitcoin Satoshi Vision? I had an old meme about it. I was looking at my camera roll when I was on an airplane, and it was not this previous trip, but another one. And I had it in my camera roll. It was like, sir, this, it's like a, meme. It's like, sir, this seat is reserved for someone who's handicapped, and then the guy who's sitting in the handicapped seat says, well, I mean, Bitcoin Cash is the real Bitcoin. And then the cop says, oh, sorry for bothering you, sir. Right? It's kind of, is that asset or like a fork of that asset, so it's even worse. Well, yeah, I mean, kind of a shark. It went too deep on C, but at the 886 it certainly reacted and reversed. I don't know what to do with this now. It's anything above 146 is okay on this asset. It's a major inflection point. Right, look here, look left, listen. A level, you're above it, and does look like it's trying to bottom out on a significant time scale. Look, one bottom, and the weekly probably looks even more interesting. One bottom, a second bottom, and you have a neckline up here at 198. And if it breaks 198, it's going to 227, 255 again. Yeah, it looks like this asset is attempting to double bottom. All jokes aside about, and it got back above the demand line, right? That it broke anything above 146 is really good on this asset for 227, 255. You're kind of a little too well off that 146 area to strategize a good entry and stop loss, right? Because you want your stop loss to be below 146. And if you're kind of too far away from it, how can you have a reasonable stop if you're that far away from that area? Where that's probably kind of your best entry area. So maybe it back tests the spring. That would be unreal. Maybe have an alert set up on BSV. You can even trade it because it's not on major exchanges. Bitfinex, man. Right? Maybe it comes down and it back tests 146 as support. That could be a legendary long entry for this asset. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's double bottoming. Pretty nice. There was bullish divergence kind of too. Played out. What's up, Fast Freddy, man? Thanks for the merchandise purchase, the merchandise. Thanks, man. Much love. Next request. Holy crap, we've been rolling, man, for 1 hour and 49 minutes, non-stop requests. And they keep rolling, man. They keep coming.
Hi, PLS on stock.
Yeah, we'll look at Sonum. Sure, Anonymous. Thank you, dude, for 20. Okay, so what has this asset done? Swap, like everything else, it's really good. It's really, really good. This is exactly what happens to assets before they go insane. This is, many others look like this too. X, A, B, C, and the D. It's the Bartley. It's literally a Bartley. The combination between the Gartley and the BAT, where the asset makes a 60% retrace on B, and then, you know, a lower high on C, it's almost not. But then an 886, complete reset. So it's like, you know, one bottom, second bottom's trying to be put in majorly, right? Like one bottom here, big one, and then hopefully a second one, and it's the second one's doing something really good, where a level of inflection from January and September of last year, and look, I mean June, it's trying to act as a support and giving yourself another higher low, and yeah, almost like another harmonic, right? An M shape, and it's rallied. There's no real edge on the daily, but anything above 87 cents to $1 is really good here. Or eventually, man, a long-term uptrend is very, very real. Look, a low July 2020, but then a higher low October 2020, then another higher low after a full reset July 6th, and another higher low again late September, early October. So eventually, you could imagine this asset at some point, you know, it might underperform for a while and keep crapping around, but eventually this could be going on swap. Eventually. Which is exactly what happens, man. Over and over and over again. How many times do assets have to do this and then play out for you to start believing and being what's being taught here? You know, I know most people believe it here. It's because they've seen it. They've seen it with their own eyes. Tendy cycles, exactly. Yep. The cycle of tendies. The next request. Oh, we're all caught up. Nice. Sonum, it is a stock that is at all-time lows. I don't even know why this would be requested. It looks miserable. I would never touch this trash. Down 6%, and on Friday hit the lowest level it's ever hit in the history of mankind. I would never touch this. I don't care. Like it's like below the range, right? The level of inflection so far below it. It would need to get back above $5 before I ever wanted to look at it again. I would never take action on this. At least you made it easy where I don't have to do much, because it's no thanks for now. Previous low to high. It's not even a 1272, 72 cents. No thanks, nothing. Nothing until 5. If it gets above $5 in back test, we could be in good shape. Hutchie, thanks for the canvas print merchandise. Love the streams, bro. Love the support. Enjoy. Those are great high quality canvas prints that you can put on your wall in your office. Yep. Okay, sorry dude about your Sonum. So back to Bitcoin. It is a mere 3 minutes away from a successful back test on the weekly of the old all-time high as support. What was once support, chat, or I'm sorry, what was once an all-time high where traders set it up April 5th is now being confirmed as a support. I know you didn't break the wick highs. Don't worry about it. The wick highs, forget it. What matters, man, are where traders settling up and you're back testing it. It's incredible. Like, that's what I'm saying. After something like this, you just can't be surprised if this is the next week where we go insane. The beginning of insanity could occur for melting up and breaking well beyond all-time highs. And then eventually getting that weekly candle close that's the highest ever again, that breaks above the October 11th one on a close. So second highest weekly candle close of all time confirmed in 2 minutes. And on Ethereum, the highest weekly candle close of all time. History's going on, and you got to understand this type of stuff is happening. Deep retrace on B, much higher low on C, and then your 1618 would take you to $6,000. $6,000 target if you want to see this bearish deep crab play out. Your RSI trendline broken. You're extremely perfect on your oscillators. Your positive momentum's building again. You're not overbought. You're at 65, just like Bitcoin. Stage is set, chat, for extremely higher prices. Price discovery. Okay, just don't be surprised. Don't be surprised, dude. Sand. Yeah, I'll try to speed through it. Local on the 8s. Oh my god. We just did your local on the 8s early. Alright. Or on time, but don't worry about it. Sand. It's like a bag of sand, chat. It looks pretty freaking good. I mean, the weekly, pretty solid here. I mean, if you could maybe break this 79 cent area, it'd be really, really good. Yeah, I mean, well, I love the higher lows here. I love how it sprung. It's back testing the spring. The 4-hour candle high close is support. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks like momentum is shifting after making a higher low and a full reset, locally anyway. You say like local, like full resets are like when they have discernible swing lows and they sell off and lose 88% of their value, right? So like from this low to high, it resets completely, goes almost all the way back down. That's what I mean when I say like complete resets. You can say the upside too. So you got kind of this stuff happening, and I think the target, if it breaks this, is $1 and then 120, right back to the levels it was at recently. Yeah, it's pretty good right here. Stronger than a lot of other coins we've looked at today. Interesting. 10 seconds, Chad, until history. And we're going to see the history, and here it is. For Ethereum, on the weekly, Jesus chimes. It is done, Chad. Will we please get some...
Hype in the chat! Look here! Look, listen!
Highest candle close ever on Ethereum, on the weekly. Extremely significant time scale. And then we go to Bitcoin, and we understand what just happened. Bitcoin confirms what was once an old all-time high where traders settled up April 5th is now support. It was once a resistance, and now for the first time in the history of mankind, it is support. A break, a potential hook, and now all we need is the go, which is a major engulfing candle that could take us to all-time highs this week. Very possible. That's it. We got through all the requests. Everything's good. We have history on our pins. It's a beautiful stream, man. A lot of good work put in today. I think if you paid attention today, I think you learned a lot, or you've at least brushed up on what you already know. And that's important too, because if you don't use it, chat, you lose it. All right. Am I worried about the weekly wick, the weekly indecision candle after a huge markup? No, I just told you. That wick, that candle of indecision just confirmed a back test of old all-time highs as support. It's never happened before. It's extremely bullish. No, I'm inverse concerned. I'm like, oh my god, dude, it could happen. It could be time for monsoon. No, this is not a hammer. How is this a hammer? This is just indecision candle. No, a shooting star is more like a hammer. Like, I think the wick on the bottom's too large, even for maybe a pin bar. It could be a pin bar, bearish pin bar. Okay, sure. But at the same time, your little bearish pin bar that you think's a reversal, it just did something magical, majestic. This never happened before. Not a hammer. Hammers don't have wicks on the, like, if this was a bearish hammer, it would not have any wick at all. It would be just the body. Just go look at Google searches, okay, for what a hammer actually is. Like, okay, hammer. You want to go to a hammer convention? We're going right now. We've already looked at it today. We're going to look at it again just so you can see, without a doubt, what exactly a hammer is and nothing more, nothing less. Go to Hex, go to the 4-hour, and then zoom in and see. This is a hammer, an indubitable, undeniable hammer. There's like no wick on top and a huge wick. Or, no wick on top, but a huge wick on the bottom, the shadow, and the body. That's what the body looks like. That's a hammer. Undeniable. No doubt. Bullish engulfing candle confirmed on Hex 4-hour. Nice. Just got to break 35 cents and you're off to much higher prices. So there's no telling what's in store for the future. You know, never is. But I think anything above 57.5 is great shape for Bitcoin. on the daily. Like that's the major level, man. The path of least resistance is up right here, not down. There's so much support all over the place that's been created this year, 2021.
Hi, I stock.
Dang. Thanks, dude. Sure.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
I am gold. Yeah, I am gold. That was something, and it is that same thing still. Go to the daily. Here it is. Wow, dude. Is it doing that? Is it doing this crazy inverse head and shoulder stuff? How about that, man?
Could you please take a look at Electroneum? Thanks, Lord.
Bruh. I don't know. I mean, like, there's so much chop, dude. It's almost like Bitcoin, like, oh man, there's so much support here, right? So, well, there's so much resistance here. It has so much work to do before I can really feel good about it. But maybe it's confirming a bottom, right? Like a bullish sharp pattern. Maybe this is the low. I mean, it's too shallow to be another harmonic. It was like a 786 retrace, but it was just lined up with that low from June 2019. Precious metals. Was it track gold or something? But yeah, I mean, it looks like it could be definitely bottoming out. Like after a huge reset, I mean, yeah, it sure could be finally bottoming out. I mean, it could go much higher, but you might be like 10 years older by the time it gets to these much higher levels. Okay, I'm just saying, anything gold is like slow going, man. Okay. And you're asking, this is not, I mean, I appreciate the contribution, I always do, I'm very grateful, but I don't really see anything that's good enough yet on this. Like, I think this should go lower. I mean, like, if you want to take action on this asset, you gotta wait. You gotta wait till a deeper retrace occurs. Watch, it's the bat. Certainly a bullish bat pattern, or potential bullish bat, that your pattern completion zone is gonna be all the way down at 513. What's occurring now, seems like maybe, is this low here, it's listing is being a support, but the problem is when you use it as support, you rally and you only make lower highs, meaning there is distribution going on, right? Distribution confirming a top here, and I think it might be absorbing remaining demand, and if you break $6, you're going straight down to 513, which would make sense for potential long or something. But yeah, just it's just not ready. I don't think it's deep enough yet. But if it stays above $6 long enough, it could go very high. I mean, it could go at least run up to the next local highs. But this looks and seems, based on history, it could very well break that and go down to lower prices. Oh my God, it's Gavin Crown.
$25. Hey Mitch, can we see some CC80TA?
Oh, of course, man. Drop everything, chat. Drop it all. We're going to Bitcoin, Canadian dollar. Gavin in the chat. Here it is. Here it is, man. The one, the only, the standard Bitcoin to Canadian dollar, man. Where again, just like the US dollar, it up thrusted, hit all-time highs, and then has not been able to do anything since, and is now like in a zone of congestion, right? Where it would be seemingly strong here, like this zone right here. So everything is well, I think, above 72,179 on Bitcoin Canadian dollar. Everything's good. So it's, there's a lot, it could go a lot lower and still be fine, right? There's so much support resistance here. So that's it. That's literally kind of it. It's good. It's pretty good. But bearish engulfing candle, I know. And this thing closes. Like, this is like... is it a derivative because it closes on the weekend? It's open now. Yeah, man. Like, it could go to 72,179 and still be okay. Like, it could very well happen. Look where you are, We're good. There you go, Gavin, man. Thanks for coming by. I'm sure everyone's happy to see you. I know I am, man. Definitely. But yeah, so we got a new week on our hands, Gavin. If you're just showing up, Ethereum had its highest weekly candle close of all time. Bitcoin, just US dollar, just confirmed on the weekly that what was once the highest level of all time from April is support now. That's pretty freaking good. There you go, man. Whew, man, we going non-stop for 2 hours and 5 minutes. Of course, my Discord has voice chat. Do people use it much? Not really. Mainly a lot of people just type and post charts and cat memes, cat gifs if you're in general chat, or GRT talk in general chat. Because yeah, GRT is probably gonna go much higher, man. And there's a Discord link. Be sure to click it and join it if you haven't. Because if a big one like pumps really hard, and I do like a 5 a.m. stream or 1 a.m. stream or 10 p.m. stream, you will probably miss it because YouTube is really bad at notifying when I go live. So I just pinned the link so you can participate and be part of an awesome community of like-minded individuals that care about technical analysis just like you. A lot of educational resources in the Discord too. So if you're just like getting your feet wet in the world, the trade of technical analysis, there's the resources that can get you in the right direction. Good stream, man. Like really, I just feel good, man. I feel real good. I love this weekly. It's so nice, man. So nice. I don't have the trend line plotted here. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make this visible only on the daily 4 hour because it makes sense. And then we're gonna, I mean, you can see right here. Make it orange and only visible on the weekly. And you can just see, right, the price action. You broke it, you've back tested it now. So, you know, people would say, oh, is it a bearish pin bar or a shooting star? It always could be, man. But if you say that, you also have to say, if it is, look what happened. So, if anything, you can't be bearish. You have to just be like neutral if you think it's a bearish structure, right, or a bearish Japanese candlestick pattern, because it also did something unbelievably bullish. So you can't ignore that. So it's like you can't short that because of what it just did. You won't just have to be neutral and do nothing. Take no action on that if one's not longing that. Okay, remember, $88,000 eventually on Bitcoin. The A, B, C, D. What's happening, man? Oh yeah, awesome that Oklahoma got jumped by Bama. Number 3, baby. We number 3. What's up, anonymous dude? More requests? What? Extra 20. Hellbiz? Hellbiz, dude. Oh god, I don't know, man. Oof. Dude, come on. I thought we were friends, man. Why are you subjecting me to something like this? What? Why would I ever... you know what? I don't care. It doesn't even have 1 million volume. It has 542,000 volume. So it's like half what we want, and then let's look at it. That's just something you just don't touch. You can have fun. You can flip the coin and long it, right? But you're not using traditional technical analysis here. I mean, hey, maybe there's hidden bullish divergence on the daily. Is that enough? I don't know. Like, it's so, like, just... I don't like this chart. I would just move on to something else. No thanks. Sorry, man. I mean, not to be like disrespectful to your contribution or to think that I'm not grateful for the tip you gave me, but this is just not really right. If I'm looking for specific variables at certain levels over and over and over, nonstop, it doesn't change, right? This is not there. That's not the thing. All right. That's right. What's wrong with you if you're not in the Discord? Oh, look at that. Bitcoin, $61,100 again. It's going to go test that 61,250 again. And if it breaks it, man, it is time. It's time. Whew. Goodness gracious. Dude, you got to see it, man. You got to see it. Look at the daily. Doge's daily is better than the 4 hour. It looks so good, man. It's moonsoon stuff. Appreciate the contribution, dude, but you notice like literally every single other person in here, when they want something, they request 20 because it's the rule. No offense. I'm not trying to make you mad or upset. All right, man. Moon, soon, Doge. And all it's going to take is one, just one Elon tweet to make it roll hard. Okay? This is it. Hey, we got some new people in the Discord, man. How y'all doing? Thanks for showing up. Read the rules. Make sure you don't do anything stupid. Thank you. Okay, sure. Theta. Yep. Thank you, man. Theta. Beautiful. Moon soon on Theta. Yep. This is why you paid 20
Here's
bucks.
the other
So now you can know.
lol.
Moon soon. I've already analyzed it. Patrons know all about it. This is a trade setup. Anything above 587, 626 is incredibly
Does
hyper
your
bullish on
TRT
Theta.
chart look better in your opinion?
Soon. Like, one's just in it. They've already just made a crap load of money. I mean, good God. Thing just pumped again towards the end of the day, and it's up another %. I mean, it's one's just holding Doge and waiting for the promised land. That's it. Which I learned the land before. The land
When
before
Doggy
the
Moon.
promised land is called Moab. Okay, M-O-A-B. You'd think it's mother of all bombs. It's actually not, because we were talking in the private jet about Moab, Utah, and I'm like, what is that? Is that mother of all bombs, Utah? Are they testing nuclear bombs out there, and that's what it's named that? No. Because if you go to the Bible, I think it's the Bible, it's Moab is, again, just before you get to the promised land. So I would say that Theta and Doge are Moab. They are in Moab right now, chat. That's it. Anything above 587, 626 is stupidly bullish. Below it, starts getting weaker. The argument's like, you need to hold this level. You are holding it really well for a while. So I love Theta. I just know that only people can get it on like KuCoin. You can't get it on like Coinbase Pro. So, of course, yeah, it's still great entry level still. Really. I'm not telling you to go long. I'm telling you above this zone is a really good entry level. And it's easy to strategize stop losses because you're so close to it. Yes. Okay. Was that the last request? Yeah, that was... Is Doge or GRT better? I think Doge short term, GRT maybe long term. More longer term for like holding GRT for like the next couple months, and then Doge for the next couple weeks or something. They both look really good in their own respective ways. One's just on a more significant time scale than the other. Yeah, really. People are demanding I do Theta, and it's like, bro, I did Theta. It happened. Literally happened. Dude, pathetic amount of people who have joined the Discord today. Join it or be destroyed. Yeah, that's right. In a positive way. Alright. Okay, man. Got through the requests. It's been a very productive stream. Bitcoin, the weekly, is unbelievably bullish. Same with Ethereum. One's just staying stoic, and they're long, and they're holding, and if it goes down some, that's okay. It's all good above 57.5. Good time. All right, chat. Well, it's been a great stream. I really appreciate everyone coming out. Even Gavin, man. The legend himself. You see it. So, thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Someone needs to timestamp this stream, right? There's so many assets looked at, and I think a education-rich live stream. So I'll just be back. Until next time, respect the TA.
robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
And then, just like that,
Adios, turd nuggets.